Alright, let's start today's class. Okay, let's wrap up time response. So once again, okay, so this is another attempt at explaining time response. So if you look at this, you have a plant, a system, right? You have some input going into the system and some measurement going into the system. Okay. This is the output or response. So here, if you express this as C of t, this is time response. And similarly, this is frequency response. Now here you have R of S is input. This is input expressed as a frequency of function of frequency. Equivalent is R of T, right? So what we've been trying, the plot I've been trying to show you. You have time plotted on the x-axis and C of t, the response as a function of time plotted on the y-axis. Okay. If this is the input, if this is what your input is, your general second order system response, let's put this input a little bit here. If you look, something like this. Okay. So here, this G of S is generally expressed as N of S divided by G of S. Okay? N of S is simply numerator as a function of frequency. It's just a polynomial in S d of s is the denominator of the transfer function. It's again a polynomial in S. Here, roots of d of s are poles. Roots of n of s are zeros. Okay. So here, if you look at roots, these roots are real and distinct, real and repeated, complex, or imaginary. Okay?
You saying all those roots are that way?
Those are the options.
The roots of D of S and the roots of N of S are those?
They can be those.
Okay.
Okay? So I don't want to keep repeating this. You have to understand this.
What's that written right before? What's the?
Huh?
Real and distinct.
Real and distinct. You have to understand this. I cannot keep repeating this.
Yeah, but real and distinct, and then what's?
Real and repeated.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what you don't look at there. Look in your head. Try to remember. It has to be these. It's a second order system. These are the only option for a second order polynomial. Don't look at there and try to think about it. Just look somewhere else. Okay. So what system is this? Real and distinct. We discussed this. This is a overdamped system. Okay. This is a critically damped. We've all discussed this. Make it a habit to think about it yourself. Give it a thought about yourself rather than trying to make sense of what is being read. This is all we have done. All of this. This is all done. Complex is underdamped, and this is undamped. Okay, now what you are seeing here is this is a underdamped system. What is it, Tiffany?
No, it's just I'm not like there's two like lines or something. Like you got an R right there.
It's for reader.
Oh,
It's real.
It's the same thing.
okay. And then the one okay.
What's happening with Tiffany? Wake up.
No, it's just that it looks like a R.
That's what I'm saying. You have to get out of it. Get out of that. That mode.
It just bothers me to see that because it's like if there's
Don't
a
focus
T
on that.
mark,
That's not the focus. That's I'm trying to understand what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Then get it out of your head.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't try to read it. We have done this, right?
Well, yeah. It's just okay. It's just not really written correctly. Like if you got two lines over here, you try to say two lines over here to denote that it's exactly what's above. But it's like two lines and then like an R shape or something. It just doesn't. But it's okay. But it's just not really correct.
You have to get out of that
Yeah.
thing. Okay? It's okay. So what you're seeing here is last class what we discussed was if these roots. So we looked at three responses and we have this is a pole plot. Okay. You have three roots, three set of roots. Got it? If these roots vary, what? So the system is 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. If only the imaginary component of the root. This is sigma, the real component. This is j omega, the imaginary component. Okay. Axis, j omega axis, sigma axis. So here if you see for system 1, the roots are real and complex. For system 2, what are you doing? You're keeping the real part the same, but you're increasing the complex, the imaginary component. This makes sense? Similarly, for system 3, you're keeping the real component the same and you're increasing the imaginary component. If you look at the responses of these 3 systems, you see that first system, so let's say this is what you're targeting. So it will have this is system 1. The system 1 response looks like this. System 2 will look like this. In system 3, okay. So system 1, you have to look at the characteristics. Again, this is simply E. This is C of T. This is system 1, system 2, system 3. Okay. If you look at the 3 systems, the first system will have a very high rise time, but it will settle down much faster. System 2 is between system 1 and system 3. System 3 will have a very small rise time, but it will take much more time to settle down. So when you're designing a system, if you're going to increase the complex component, this is how it will look at. So mathematically you can determine how the system is going to respond and then accordingly change your physical component of the system to get that mathematical response. Okay? If you look at, let's look at something. So here, what is happening? Let's look at this. 1. Right? Huh? The real is changing and the imaginary part is being the same. Okay? So here if you plot, what you're going to look at is let's just look at 2. 2 is enough. It will give you whatever you need. So here if you look at this thing, the peak time is the same. So this is system 1 and this is system 2. Okay? So if you vary only the real aspect of the roots or the poles, and these are X's are poles, remember that. So X's are poles and as O's are zeros. That's what we use. This is again just a pole plot. So this will take, what you're going to see here is, the first system again will take much less time to settle. The second system will take, although the rise time will be slightly higher, it will settle much later. So if you're looking at really designing very high speed vehicles, you will go for this system 2. If the rise time 0 to whatever, a lot of your vehicles come with this rating, 0 to 16 these many seconds, right? So that rise time is related to that. So if you want that 0 to, if you want very high acceleration, you will go with system 2. Okay. And finally, if you vary both of them, so this will be the same. The percentage overshoot will be the same if you vary both of them. Now this is important. Why is this important?
What are you saying is the same?
Hmm?
What are you saying is the same?
The percentage overshoot is the same. The peaks are the same. This percentage overshoot is the same. Okay? But the rise time again vary. If you want the same percentage overshoot, you will vary. Here percentage overshoot is different for the two systems, right?
Is that like the area between
Percentage overshoot is what? So here what is the percentage overshoot? It's this much is the percentage overshoot, right? Whatever is a peak divided by this. This is the percentage overshoot for the second system. This is the percentage overshoot for the third system. Here what is the percentage overshoot? So if you have something like this, this is the final value, what you're trying to reach. This is the percentage overshoot for first system. This is the percentage overshoot for the second system. Here what is happening?
there's no overshoot?
Huh?
There's no overshoot.
There is, if you let me put this, okay. So this is the input, this is the final value. So final value you can see, make out here, where it settles down. Percentage overshoot is the same for the three systems. And if you want to keep the percentage overshoot the same, then you have to compromise on your settling time. And your rise time is significant. Okay. Now why is this discussion important? Okay. For your final project, for your final project, what you're going to do is you're going to design a control system of an aerospace control. It will be control system design of a aerospace system. It could be an aircraft, or if you want, you can take up a spacecraft as well. It will be a linearized model of aircraft. What are you going to control? You're going to demonstrate control of, let's say, yaw pitch roll. Right? Of a fight, you want to do a fighter aircraft? Sure.
No.
Okay. So if you're trying to do the fighter aircraft, you will be given performance specifications designed to performance specifications. So what could be the performance specifications here? Huh?
Speed, super cruise, speed.
Performance specifications. What did we talk about? Now guys, stick to our course. Did we talk about thrust in our course?
Performance specifications.
I
Maneuverability. The time it takes you to settle or whatever.
Yeah. Micah woke up and said, how much? What is your rise time, Micah? How much does it take for you to rise? Huh?
we should be honest.
Alright, so you need to design your rise time. Settling time, percentage overshoot. And lead time. Of course, we'll include steady state performance specifications as well. Okay. So that is when this will become important. So if you, let's say you have designed a system, okay, and your system design is showing this response, which does not meet one of these performance specifications. So if you have designed this system, right, and let's say it doesn't meet the rise time requirement, what are you going to do? If it doesn't meet the rise time requirement, but it meets, let's say, settling time, percentage overshoot, it meets percentage overshoot, what are you going to do? You're going to, if you want to keep the percentage overshoot there itself, okay, you're going to increase both the real and imaginary component of your ports. So that way, you get closer to the rise time. So you see this rise time and this rise time. Between these two systems, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Which is, for which of this system is the rise time the least? 3, right? So if you have designed a system and if you look at the response of that system, if it is 1, so you have not met the rise time requirement. What are you going to do? You are not going to try and do this, right? If you do this, what is going to happen? Although you may meet the rise time, that percentage overshoots may go out of the specifications. You may not be able to, you are not allowed to go over a particular percentage overshoot. So you will not use this. Here what's going to happen? Again the same thing. So based on, if you have enough room, let's say your percentage overshoot is well within the requirement. So you will do something like this. Okay? So this is figure 4.19. When you design your system, how would you validate your design? You will use these plots to show that your system is within specifications. Got
So
it?
these are three different cases of underdamped system, right?
No. This is not three different cases, but as you vary the poles, how the system performs.
Right. We can vary in these three ways, like either to just vary
Right.
the real ones,
Yes.
either to just the imaginary or like ones.
So that if you look at how you can vary, these will determine how you can vary. These will specifically tell you that you can vary real part, you can vary imaginary part, or you can vary both. Right? Even if you have only real roots, you can still vary the real part, right?
Yeah, but that will be like the overdamped system, not underdamped.
Right. Even if you have that, you can still vary the real part and get different performances. So this is discussed in the context of underdamped system because underdamped systems are most common. Okay, unless you are designing a really robust system. What would be a robust system? Would you design a robust system like this? Would a robust system be underdamped? You understand what a robust system is? What will you compromise in for a robust system?
Settling time.
On the
Yeah, price.
See, think about this. Think about stability and performance. Okay? For performance, what will you compromise? Stability, a little bit of stability, right? Or you'll compromise the as you say, the settling time, you're okay with that. But if you're designing a robust system,
Price time.
you compromise the performance. Performance is not as important as keeping it within. If you're designing a nuclear reactor, will you try to design a nuclear reactor which will settle very quickly or which will rise very quickly? You will not take that risk. You will compromise on the performance of the nuclear reactor, but you make it robust. So this system is okay. Or you might go with an over-damped system for a nuclear reactor. Any kind of chemical process, you look at over-damped systems. Any kind of aircraft system, what would be, for example, this would be the system 1 would be a passenger aircraft. Okay? System 2 could be a charter flight. System 3 could be a fighter aircraft. Right? You won't want to go the other way. So here you see performance is compromised. System 3 performance is not compromised. Here system 1 performance is compromised. You get it? Race car, if you're designing a NASCAR car or a Formula 1, huh?
That's number 3.
That will be number 3. You get it? Everyone? So if you're trying to design a passenger minivan, you'll design one. Okay? So that is what you need to do with this. When you design your project, you'll come to the design by trial and error. You look for these. All this will be MATLAB based.
Isn't like first we need to decide like which one we want, and then isn't like first decide what kind of system we want, and then we like vary our numbers or.
You guys can decide what system you want.
Right, and then we can vary accordingly if it's not
Sure.
matching that requirement.
Right.
Wouldn't it be based on the aircraft?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be based on the aircraft? What type of system you want?
Right.
You thought it was a good project too, right?
Huh? It's not a group project. Alex,
I was gonna ask you.
you just better stay away from the group, Alex. No group project for you, okay? Everybody else will do one project and you'll do one project.
system you want, you send that. Like, so for number third, where you are changing both of them, you're like considering three different systems but having the same kind of performance? Because they all have the same price.
No, actually, they have the same. They don't have the same rise time. They have different rise times.
Sorry, the percentage.
The percentage overshoot is the same. So that's what happens if you vary this. The percentage overshoot remains the same, but the settling time, rise time changes.
So what kind of system would have?
So these are complementary. If you try to increase this, you'll compromise this. If you try to increase, or if you try to decrease this, you'll compromise this. If you want better rise time, if you look at go look at this figure. This is not accurately depicted, but this is the settling time for the first one is smaller than the settling time for the
Right, but the only thing I'm worried, like, there's nothing with the going with the performance because the performance is the same. It has the same overshoot. So
performance is all this parameters.
No, it'll be different.
So if you look at these two as performance parameters, rise time and settling time. Rise time for system 3 is much smaller, but the settling time is much bigger. So which one do you want?
I mean, I guess it depends.
Yeah,
It
I don't
depends.
want-
That's the answer. It depends.
this
Depends what system you are designing. When you go and design as a control engineer, if you take up control engineer job, you're going to design these parameters. It depends as to what is the requirement that is required to meet. Okay.
that we have to-
So we'll stop here. The lab will not happen this Thursday. The extra credit lab. We'll have to figure out another time.
Extra grade level just look now.
Extra credit exam.
Why not?
Hmm?
Why not?
I don't think everybody is available.
No,
Y'all said it's not supposed to be.
John Lucy's available now.
Is available?
My class is canceled.
Which one?
Dr. Khan, from 2:30 to 5:30.
Let's have it some other time. Actually, I am not in.
No, that's
I'm going with Dr. Khan.
He wasn't.
Huh?
What about next Wednesday? Because it seems like we're all available during our lab time.
We cannot have. We'll miss time. We are already missed one
It's
lab.
just either they're not available because next Thursday his class may not be canceled. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. The thing is, see, what happens is this whole accreditation and all that is getting really tough. If I cannot justify missing 2 classes. So,
They understood about that. Maybe.
huh?
I'm just
They understood about me. I said they understood about me.
Yeah, I got 2 classes again.
And tomorrow we'll meet at 3. Sorry, today we'll meet at 3.
Not true.
Not 2.
Wait, why?
Huh?
You have midterm?
Huh? No. We're meeting at 3.
Oh, great. So I can stay in my class.
Sure. And everybody is here.
Dr.
No, one of you is missing.
Dr. Tom.
Hmm.
So why exactly are we not doing tomorrow?
I'm not available. I'm actually going with Dr. Khan.
Dang.
Okay. The whole day?
Hmm?
The whole day?
Not the whole day. I'll be here. I'll be here for the satellite design class.
Wait, but
Huh?
if you try to do it next week's midterms.
We can't do next week. It's gonna be test next week.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know.
John Lewis.
We have the midterm for this class.
Huh?
So we could just.
Yeah, of course.
When-
That's what I was going to announce Friday. Okay, not everybody is here in class, right? Who's missing? 1 to 5, 1 to 5. One guy is missing.
Code analysis.
Who is missing?
It's not. This is
One guy is missing. No? Everybody is here?
Wait, coding analysis.
I think yeah, only 11 of you. Yeah. So listen carefully. I'll send an email as well. We'll have the exam at 7:45. Everybody listening? Do you want me to tell individually?
7:45 at night or 8?
ABC.
But that is, you said you want to take it Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I'll take mine.
Yeah.
I won't be here Friday.
We discussed your case.
Yeah, I won't be here Friday.
You have to take it Wednesday.
Wait, this is about the midterm, or is this the?
Midterm.
Oh, this is the midterm.
So midterm is scheduled for Thursday and Friday. You guys know that, right?
But
Yeah,
we
you
only
can,
have
can you
it
come at seven
Huh?
thirty?
we only have it on Friday. That's not
Dr.
Friday.
Can you do 7:30 instead of 7:45? Well, why don't you eat breakfast while we're taking this lesson? That's fine.
Well, you just gotta get up.
You
You
said
said
last
you eat your
time.
breakfast at home.
I'm making lunch the night before.
We can't do 7:45 is not
Huh?
7.
You know, you can come later. She just said, you come at 7:30.
Yeah,
It was still in that general time.
because you better speak up. Don't you? Other people will.
So
Okay.
now I'm trouble because I finish on time. Okay.
Yeah, you should have
Doesn't
talking about it every time I mean your comments.
Yes.
Well,
And
exactly.
that's all that necessary.
Seven's on their time.
So you can be at
7:45, see, that's what I
Everybody's
cannot make sense of it.
okay, so I'm gonna fine, but you may have to stay at the
You know what we could do? We could take it back. You know,
7:45 to 9:10.
to 9:15.
Huh?
Because that makes up for you not being able to come at 7:30.
One or 5 minutes you can
Thank you, please. Don't snatch this.
9:10. 9:10 I'll snatch it.
There's something.
1 hour 25 minutes is a lot, Michael.
Huh?
1 hour 25 minutes is a lot.
Yeah, like one hour and 30 is
Mostly
just-
the way I designed. See, this test was actually very easy. It was hardly 45 minutes worth of it. It really was. I went through it. Most of you guys, you have done a pretty good job. She has done a pretty good job. Most of you did not know the material.
I didn't finish.
No, we
I
did.
didn't finish.
I think we did.
Because what was the issue? I
Number
looked
3.
at, huh?
That's
Number 3 was
in time. But it was our fault because we came late. You understand? Yes.
7:45. I'll give you 1 hour 25 minutes.
But don't we open at 7:30?
Huh? Come here before the giant.
She does.
Because yeah, the door's never open.
Just don't clean anything. Okay? Just take your time. Take rest. Alright? I'll try to come early, but at 7:45
So the midterm is just on.
So midterm is chapter 2. Again, Austin, listen to me please. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. You are required to carry a formula sheet for chapter 4. I won't give you a formula sheet. Okay? Only formula sheet. Don't do solve problems, solve
It's
example.
cumulative?
Huh?
It's cumulative?
It's cumulative, yes. Because you have done very badly on the first one. I'll give you, I'll give you a study guide similar to what was given to you.
Yeah.
I'll give you this homework as well today.
Thank you.
We can make a formula sheet.
Just remind me if I
Oh.
if you
You said we can make a formula sheet of chapter 4.
don't. See guys, you don't really need a chapter formula sheet for the first one. I won't give you any partial fraction expansion, or you may need inverse Laplace transform, but it should be very clear. Inverse Laplace transform.
Yeah. Well, you might could just say she likes partial.
That's fine.
She did not do it though.
I did do it.
She did say
I did. He said he didn't do it though. I did. I did.